You're off by 1 minute, bro. It's 8:29.
Oh, sorry, bro.
You're freaking.
I was so excited for tonight's show that I just wanted to go now.
You pulled an audible about a half hour ago.
Wanted to go now. Yeah, we had like this original show planned, and then Michael and I just kind of were like, you know what?
Michael and I get a call a half hour ago. I don't think we should talk about magic in music. I'm like, I think that's a smart idea.
Yeah, so I deleted everything and then I re-uploaded it.
Sharon just said, hello, honey.
Hello. And yeah, so shifted gears and we're just going to talk about whatever everybody wants to talk about.
If people are even going to show up, because all the reminders could have been on the magic one. And now they're not going to even get a reminder.
Well, so you and I'll just shoot the shit for a little bit.
We had, what did I want to say that I was talking about 10 minutes ago?
We wanted to talk about that now that like the vaccine's coming out. And of course,
let's wait for people to trickle in.
Like,
wait for people to trickle in.
If you don't want to get vaccinated, if you don't want to get inoculated, I get it. It's fine. You're probably doing whatever you got to do anyway. For right. Those of us who are scared shitless to leave the house, we're excited to get vaccines. But we got a question. Here is the question every limo company owner wants to know. What's that? Let us know.
The vaccine. I mean, I guess we could talk about it. We could, as people are trickling in, right? Like,
yeah,
we're going to schedule. Hey, Annette. Annette says hello. Sharon's aunt.
Hello.
We definitely want to get the vaccine. We're going to schedule ourselves to get the vaccine, and I literally, like, we were going to talk about music tonight. We're huge music fans, and being able to like go to a concert again. Like, I was supposed to take my kids to see Tool. I don't know if there are any Tool fans out there, but I was supposed to take my kids to see Tool in, what was it, Sharon? April? It was April. It was like April 24th or something of 2020. And, you know, we canceled it, and Ticketmaster refunded our, we got to make my screen a little brighter because of my, it feels like dark.
We got a question here. How many limo owners are millionaires that you know? This is a great question. And
love that question.
Here's my thought on the matter.
There it is.
Here's my thought. You can make, or you used to be able to make, a great living being an owner of a limousine service. You can support a lot of people. You didn't have to be overly educated. If you knew how to schmooze people and you could, know how service works, you could make a fantastic living. I think there are plenty of operators across the world that were millionaires doing what they're doing. I think holding on to that and not getting, not trying to go too big, taking on too much money. I think that's when people start getting into trouble with this business, because there's a reason why there was no Uber before Uber, right? Because obviously
Uber never has and never will make a penny. Apologize for interrupting, but yes.
No, that was my point. And you can make a fantastic living owning cars and servicing people.
And our parents did it. Our parents did it. They lived, I want to say, like, more, my dad lived.
Only Dougie Schwartz feeding those hundreds.
Feeding those hundies into that Jake's Casino, Jake's 58. I mean, listen, people, you could be a millionaire in anything that you do.
What's the saying? Selling gum for a penny.
Wrigley's became a billionaire by selling penny gum.
Right.
So you could be a millionaire in this industry. I don't think you'd be a billionaire in the travel and in the car service industry.
But you can make a fantastic living.
And we were. Our mom and dad, like, they were living the life. They were the king and queen of the North Shore of Long Island. They were living the life, and they picked a cool industry too. I think anyone in the transportation industry really loves being in this industry. Every day is brand new. It's not like being a teacher. It's not like going to a job. Every single day is brand new. We had this driver, Cy. He was one of our first guys. And God rest his soul. Cy Reinberg. He was one of our, he was New York. He was BLS New York, and he had a list of clientele. And you could imagine what this guy looked like. He was Cy Reinberg from Brooklyn. All right. That's how he talked. He would spit when he talked.
Scrappy, but every high net worth individual wanted to be picked up by Cy because he was New York City.
Correct.
Like, when you want to be picked up, Cy's going to pick you up, and he's going to take you where you have to go.
Cy used to drive us when we would go to the city, if we were going to a premiere, or if we were going to, if I was going to a meeting or something, Cy would take care of. Cy was around since I was 6 years old. Since Eric was a year old, and he was the greatest guy. And one time we were driving around the city, and it was early to a meeting. Cy always got you there early, and we would drive around the city, and Cy would go and wave to people. He would go, "Hello, hello, hello." He'd be waving to people, and he goes, "They're going to think about me for the rest of the day." Who was that? Cy Reinberg was the quintessential New York City chauffeur. And those guys, and there are guys in Vegas that are like that. There are limo drivers that are characters. They're literally like,
and
they're
those
like,
guys,
they're
those
real
guys
life,
do well.
real life cartoon characters. And they're smart, and they're savvy, and they're sassy as fuck. And they're so like, they have a shtick. And he would say, he enjoyed doing what he was doing. Like, Cy made it a career of being a limousine driver. And Chaz just said, Chaz says, "What's up, Emma motherfuckers? Eric with a nose like that. Why underline it? Ugh." He hates your stash.
I haven't shaved in a few days, Chaz. Leave me alone. Let's get to what Dougie has to say.
Michael Short said, "Hey guys, what's up, Michael? Happy belated birthday."
So
Michael.
our father had one of the most impressive operations back in the day. I want to venture and say that it still is impressive. I remember when I stumbled upon them, maybe early 90s. Yeah. My dad always spoke fondly of you. He liked you. Bill Kane, Kevin, Vinny.
Dougie. It was Dougie from Long Island. I mean, like, owning a limousine service in the Northeast is a breed. It's a certain breed of people. Everyone has a goatee in our industry. Everyone, when you go to the limousine industry.
Speaking of goatees, the beard drove a limo bus. How do you like that?
Wow. I drove a limo bus because I wanted to know what it was like, and the money was amazing, even in Cleveland. Ha ha ha. But after 3 months, I wanted my life back. The industry will suck you in, right? It's like, what was it? Scarface? The Godfather 3. As soon as I think I'm out, they suck me back in. The limousine industry is
very hard. Once you're in, it's very hard to get out. But like I said before, you love this business.
Yes. It was really funny. I went to college with this really good friend of mine. I'm still friendly with him, and his dad was a vitamin tycoon. Okay, patented one of the biggest known vitamins that probably everyone listening to this right now has taken.
Rhymes with the
don't say it. Don't say it. Okay. Don't say it. Great guy. He's actually my neighbor out of all people in the world. And we keep in touch, and he's a great guy. And we went to college together. I have a really funny comment from Chaz in 2 seconds. And he said to me, he's like, my dad's a vitamin tycoon. He was telling me. I'm like, yeah, it's incredible that the kid was literally a billionaire for what his parents patented. And he's like, but you know what? I would give it all up to be in your industry. And I said, you're nuts. He says, no. He's like, you get to do the Oscars. You get to do New Year's Eve in Vegas. He's like, you get to do ESPN. He's like, what? So I pop vitamin D and vitamin C every day. He's like, it's boring. There's nothing to it.
Listen, the grass is always greener.
But let me tell you something. Our industry, the ground transportation industry, is the sexiest industry. That and probably hotels.
Private jets. I mean, honestly,
private jets are awesome.
Honestly, anything travel related,
sexy as hell, man.
It's intoxicating.
It is. Chaz just said once, say, Eric, 1 week away from a gay porn stash.
Thanks, Chaz. I'll take that as a compliment.
We should do the new opening as like the Blue Oyster Cult from Police Academy.
Yeah, no, anything travel related. Like if you're traveling for business and you're in the travel business, and like the GM of the hotel, and you know how to get into places, and you can get a ticket where no one else can get a ticket, and just the travel business is so underrated, I believe, in my opinion, that definitely more people in the younger generation have to get involved in this in the travel business. Hotels, concierge, ground transportation, events, meetings,
the connections that you make.
It's all about the connections. It's
relationships and connections. One of the best things we ever did. And it was a roller coaster of emotion. But when we opened up BLS Las Vegas, and Vegas became our playground. It was always our playground. But when we opened BLS Las Vegas and I was able to walk up to a concierge or walk up to a bell desk or a transportation department and introduce myself, and they want to be friends with you and they go, anything you need, you come to me.
Yep.
It's like,
And
I
then
got
you
the,
say,
I got the best tickets.
and when you say, you know, when next time in New York, let me know. I'll pick you up at the airport.
Right. And it's like,
It's just
you
the
wanted
way
the
it works.
best seats to Mystere. You got it. No problem. I'm like dropping names right now, but like we handle Treasure Island, and the guy that runs Treasure Island's like, next time your family comes out, free ice cream for everyone. And I'm putting you in the front row of Mystere. And he did.
Yeah. The Beard resells travel supplies on eBay. So I'm telling
And
you,
they sell every day.
I think
Yeah.
travel is so underrated. And I think there's going to be a huge boom in
Yeah.
that world
Yes.
once COVID's over. I'm
I
itching to
agree.
go. I'm itching to get out. I want to go. I want to travel with my family. I want to travel for business. There's such a magic that could happen when you're meeting somebody for the first time that you just can't be replicated on a virtual call.
Absolutely. Absolutely. My family and I are already planning our future vacations. We haven't booked anything yet, but we're already planning our future vacations of when we're going to go to Disney, when we're going to go to Vegas, when we're going to go to DC, when we're going to go to London.
Super excited.
We just want to travel again. And people are traveling now. So I don't want to say that they're not. But people all in our area go skiing, people go on road trips and shit. It's like, I'm not doing that in the middle of a pandemic, but if that's what they want to do, great. But I'm talking about like getting on a plane and going to Vegas for a weekend, going to Disney or, whatever. I can't wait. Eric does.
My wife won't let me, Beard.
Yeah, you could do it.
She's gonna disown me.
Really?
Yeah, she's not into it.
Jen won't let you get a beard?
No. Hopefully she's watching. Maybe she'll chime in.
Sharon would. I get itchy. Like I had a goatee for like 4 days in my life. No joke. I had a goatee for 4 days, and I look like the ultimate limo guy, right? Because everyone in the limousine industry has a goatee. Yeah. Everyone should go at some point in their lives to the chauffeur-driven show. Limo show.
Chauffeur-driven show in Las Vegas.
Chauffeur-driven show in Las Vegas. You can
it's
go in.
Everything you imagine it to be.
These big guys, these big overweight guys with really good suits, a lot of cologne, walking around with goatees.
They all walk around
really tight haircuts.
Yeah, they all walk around like they own the place.
Yeah, and Eric and I kind of stick out like sore thumbs. Like we don't look like those people. We really don't.
There is a new crew of dudes coming in, the younger generation.
100%.
But the
Lohan in San Francisco.
Yeah, the majority of the dudes they're great, and they're so much fun to be around. And like the knowledge that they have and the knowledge that we have, there's like an unspoken code to, like we
what it's like.
We know.
Yeah.
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 It's great.
I love being
more people need to be involved in it. More there has to be new entrants into the travel world.
What's everyone out there in Oakenbros land? Where does everyone want to go when they get the vaccine? Do you want to go to a concert? Do you want to go to Vegas? Do you want to go to Florida? Do you want to go to Europe? Do you want to go travel wherever? Because we're on the precipice, man. We're definitely like, they're opening dates at Jones Beach almost every single day. And, we're all going to get the vaccine. Shoot me up with that Rona juice is what I'm going to say.
Your son wants to go to Vegas for the nostalgia of it. 12-year-old boy has nostalgia over Las Vegas. I love it.
You believe that? Yeah. Alex, for anyone that doesn't know, Alex was practically raised in Las Vegas until he was about 6 years old.
Yep.
We were living in Las Vegas for 6 years, and it was just the greatest time ever. Michael Short said it's the stories, because Michael Short's in travel, right?
He's in hotel
hospitality, right? There are always crazy stories. Our parents, no joke, our mom can write a book the size of the Bible for the shit that she's heard over the last 40, 50 years of doing this. She'd probably go to prison or be sued out of existence if she actually said what we know in the back of the car. Yeah. Okay, Keisha says we're cruisers and can't wait to cruise again.
Yeah, we were looking at like we've been like totally window shopping on the internet of like going to Atlantis, cruises, Disney. Like we're so itching to like just to go somewhere. Disney cruise. That stuff sounds amazing.
Some of the best trips of our life is when our parents took us on cruises to go. Like we did a European cruise when I was in high school. We did the cruises to Greece was unbelievable. I mean, just I still think about that today.
Yep.
And then we did the Caribbean cruises and all that stuff. But I'm nervous about cruising now. I don't know how sanitary it would be. I know every cruise I've
It'll
ever
be
been
fine.
on.
You're gonna be vaccinated, and it's gonna be great and fun.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, no, cruises are, you know
Bob,
what I'm dying to do? I wanna take a cruise out of New York
the
and,
best,
not have to fly.
the best. Bob says this GOT wants to be at the beach in Punta Cana. I've never been to Punta Cana. That's in Mexico, right?
Sounds fab.
You see, it's so funny to hear people like Keisha's like, I want to go on a cruise. Bob's like, I just want to sit in Punta Cana on a beach.
Yeah.
My vacation is to go to Vegas.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, no, listen, honestly,
in the summertime.
any one of those sound great.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be discriminatory towards somebody else's idea of a good time.
No, no. Listen. This was the ultimate staycation we did for the past year, and it was
Seriously.
good. It was good.
Like, definitely staying home for so long and just being home for so long, it's like, you get used to it. And, like, when you have to go out or, like, you have to, like, take out the garbage, you're just like, I don't wanna go."
My mother asked me to come over to her house to do something, and she lives around the corner from me. And I relented a little. I was like, I really don't want to leave my house. She's like, you haven't been anywhere in a year. I'm like, I really don't want to go anywhere. She's like, you've been sitting home for a year.
I will say that first trip, whatever that first trip is going to be, I have a feeling it's gonna probably be for business.
I don't know.
I'm probably not gonna sleep for a week before.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna be so fucking hyped up.
I got a good one here. But Bob Levine says goatee. Yes, everyone in the limo industry has a goatee. Keisha says bucket list for Vegas.
Bucket list for Vegas. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know. Yeah, I mean,
Kinda done 'em all.
at this point, like, I don't know what's there now, right? And I don't know what is going to exist, what's changing. So, like, that's, like, kinda ever changing. I mean, bucket list is eat, drink, and gamble,
Straight.
right?
Yeah.
Like, what else is there to do?
I kind of want to eat like a $5,000 burger at La Fleur.
That sounds like fun.
I would eat a $5,000 burger. I want to win like $1 million at a craps game, and I want the entire casino to be watching me roll.
And I want to be drenched in sweat while doing it.
Yeah, and I want with a martini in my hand and in a tuxedo. I want to be in a tuxedo with just my tie off.
Suburban beard. So number 3 is to meet the beard.
Listen, we're gonna. I mean, I'm 100% serious. When all this is over and everyone's vaccinated, everything's back to normal. I want to just be like, everyone come to Las Vegas, Caesar's Palace, room 304. The Oaken Bros will be live there, right? And just do a fucking live show in Vegas. We can probably do that.
We can do that, no problem.
Yes, we can.
We can do it right from our phones. Like, it's no special equipment, no nothing. We can most definitely do that.
William says
here's what we do.
Well, hold on. William says he would bungee jump from the Strat. That's like, no, like
live stream from a craps table.
Bro, I'm telling you, we have to do an Oaken Bros live stream from Vegas, and we can invite all of our friends and family there. Michael Short says he just wants to go to a concert. I'm telling you, I had tickets to see Tool at Nassau Coliseum, April 2020, and that was canceled. But I want to see Tool. I was going to take my daughter to see 311 at Jones Beach. Jones Beach is probably one of the greatest venues in the world.
Jones Beach is magical.
Magical. I took my son to see 311 July 2019 at Jones Beach. It was one of the best nights of our lives. It was pure magic. We saw Dirty Heads. I'm a huge Dirty Heads fan from them. Just seeing them live.
I am. What I say that what's that song?
I don't remember.
Keep the shit tight, man. Motherfucking Hoover, damn.
William wants to fire a rocket launcher, but you could do everything in Vegas. I want to drive like one of those bulldozers, right? I want to go dune buggying and shit, but I want to stream. Oaken Bros live from Bellagio.
Yeah, I'm a simple man. I just want to have fun. I want to eat, drink, gamble, hang out with Jen, hang out with my family.
Keisha said she's RSVPing live to the live Vegas show.
We're going to do it.
We're going to do a live podcast in Vegas. There's no doubt in my mind.
We should do it, hopefully at the next limo show.
Yeah.
That would be
insane. We'll get a booth and we'll just bring all those fucking guys with the goatees over, which is everyone. Hey, Tony from Austin, Tony from Phoenix, Tony from Seattle. And they all have goatees.
Yeah.
Michael Short says, go to a hockey game. Bro, I'm telling you, on my bucket list, I want to see a Raiders game.
Aerosmith Jones
I saw
Beach.
Aerosmith at Jones Beach, and it was magic, right? I've never seen a bad show at Jones Beach. Do you remember that concert we took Matthew to for his graduation from high school?
Yeah, that was Korn.
Korn, System of a Down, Papa Roach.
Yep.
311 wasn't there, right?
I don't think 311 was there.
No, but I've seen 311 at Jones Beach maybe 12 times.
The best concert that I've ever been to was 311 at GameWorks in Vegas.
We snuck
it. It was like a pop-up show, and we didn't know that they were.
They don't know GameWorks now, so the GameWorks on the strip.
Yeah, GameWorks was on the strip, and we were walking by and we saw 311 playing. So we stooped the bouncer, and he let us right in, and we got in to see 311, and it was literally like 200 people with 311.
200. It was like 80 people.
There was like
it was 80
nobody
people
there
in the basement of GameWorks, and it was like we were here, and Nick and SA. I don't know if there's any 311 fans out there, but Eric and I are absolutely obsessed with 311. They were just right there. They were right there, and what album was? I think it was the Transistor album came out. But yeah, Jesse says he's going to go to Vegas. He's going to drive from Phoenix. He's even going to trim the beard to a goatee. Yes. When we're in Vegas, we have to have goatees.
I like it.
William's going to drink the 100-ounce margarita. William, where is that? Is that the Miracle Mile? The Miracle Mile shops at Planet Hollywood?
Yeah, we back when I in my younger days, I had a thing for yardsticks.
We used to collect them.
Yardsticks, Vanilla Stoli, and Diet Coke.
Yeah, that was our Vegas drink. I had a Vanilla Stoli and Diet Coke recently, just as like a sip.
Was it everything that you've remembered?
Tasted like 1998 Las Vegas. Not 2002 Las Vegas. 1998 Las Vegas Desert Inn.
Yeah.
Las Vegas. Desert Inn was the craziest, most amazing hotel ever. You remember the Desert Inn?
Yeah, I remember the Desert Inn. I mean, I was very young then.
Yeah.
But the Desert Inn, I just remember for me, Desert Inn was sitting in the hotel room and we would order 6 Reubens. And we would just keep eating and eating and eating, and they had the most magnificent Reuben
French fries
that you've ever eaten in your entire life, and
that's
all we ate. I think we were in Vegas for like 11 days. Yeah. That trip, for whatever reason, I think we were going back between LA and Vegas, and we were away for so long, and we just kept eating Reuben sandwiches.
I think we kept the rooms, and we would go back to LA, to the hotel in LA. We were at I think it was the Hilton up on the hill at Universal.
Yeah.
We were staying at the Hilton, and Eric and I would go to Universal, and we'd go meet everyone. And then we would go back to the same room at the Desert Inn. And we were going back and forth. William says, yes, it's at the Miracle Mile shops. I think I've seen that. It's a margarita, right? It's a big ass 100-ounce thing.
That's pretty intense, William.
Jesse says, my wife says she likes the Vanilla Stoli and Diet root beer. If I was an emoji, my head would just have been blown away. My wife says she likes the Vanilla Stoli and Diet root beer. That's a different level.
That's got to taste like a spiked root beer float.
Yeah.
I bet you a root beer float with like rum in it would just probably be amazing.
We got to start like a store that has like Vanilla Stoli stores, right?
Vanilla Stoli and root beer with ice cream inside of it.
Vanilla Stoli and Kahlua, right?
Sure.
We should call it the Vanilla
Stoli and anything.
Yeah. Nah, but Vegas, I light up when we talk about that city.
Yeah. R.I.P. Sheldon.
Yeah.
That man, I mean, he looked like he was going to die like 10 years ago already.
25 years ago.
Like, he always looked like he was like knocking on death's door.
Talk about it.
But
you know, like, cab driver in Boston. He came from nothing.
$35 billion. Right. He amassed a fortune of $35 billion, and he still couldn't stick around.
Yeah. 87.
How do you like that?
Yeah. 87. Michael Short says it tastes like cream soda. We're back on Vanilla Stoli. Steve Thomason says, hey guys. Tommy Fisher says, love Vegas. Happy belated birthday, Mr. Fisher.
Jen wants some Vanilla Stoli Diet Coke.
Oh my God. I could definitely go for a Vanilla Stoli and Diet Coke. But yeah, the Sheldon Adelson, didn't really agree with his political beliefs. I know he was a hardcore Republican. But my God, he was pretty, like, the man came from nothing and he built the Venetian, and I think he's being buried in Israel.
Need to try a beer called Not Your Father's Root Beer. I know there's like a whole world of beers, right? And I see on TikTok, like that's not a universe that I'm familiar with at all. But what's in IAP?
Cider, right?
No. Like what's an IAP or API beer? Like is it like small batch beers or something like that? I don't know anything about that world.
Chaz says, "Don't come to Vegas now. It's a sleeper town." And this is strictly for when we get the second shot.
We're reminiscing, to me, I'm reminiscing like Vegas, like 2002. Like to me, when like
earlier.
No, it's like when Ocean's 11 came out. Does it say Bellagio on the vault floor? That's my Las Vegas.
Chaz says IPA, dummy.
Tell me, what is it? What is it, Chaz? What is it?
Indian Pale Ale. That's what William says. Indian Pale Ale.
I'm telling you, that's like not my world at all.
It's a universe. Yeah, it's a universe that we're just not familiar with. Like, you know. And Steve says, "Oh, did he die? Yes, Sheldon Adelson has died. Yes, billionaire, $35 billion.
Couldn't escape death, and I guarantee you, he was holding on.
Oh yeah,
you know, he was holding on for a long time."
William says, "Extra hop so it can make the trip around the world." Huh. You know what Eric and I do want to do? And I don't want to make this like a Disney podcast, but Eric came up with the idea that next time we go to Disney, we're going to leave our children with our parents, right? We're going to leave with like my mom and my in-laws and Eric's in-law. And like, we're going to do drinking around Epcot. I want to try all the different alcohol.
We're not going to make it past number 3.
And I want to put it on TikTok. And I want to go like to like a Jack Benny, you know.
Speaking of TikTok, one of my posts went a little big today. I was very excited about that.
Yeah, I haven't made TikToks in a couple days.
Yeah, no, I made a post. I said, last night before I fell asleep, I thought of something with like autocorrect, and it took off a little bit on TikTok.
Read it. So bring it up. Bring it onto the screen. Chat says the new democratic world killed Sheldon. Yes,
poor Sheldon.
Poor Sheldon Adelson. But at least his wife is, taken care of. His family and children are taken care of.
Yeah, hold on.
Watch this, everybody.
Have you ever misspelled the word so badly, even autocorrect has no idea what the heck you're talking about? Have you ever misspelled the word?
So that got like 82 hearts, or as my son calls it, "Daddy, can you make love to my post?" So yeah, I got 82 hearts on his on my feed.
I'm getting a lot of shit on my feed. So Keisha says, "I've lived in Florida for 22 years and still haven't been to Disney." Keisha,
hold on one second. Beard, you do not have to donate us $5.
Eric, take that off.
But
I don't want people donating. Actually, that's a really amazing idea.
Everybody donate to our channel.
Everyone donate to Oaken Bros.
You like Beard. Come on,
Beard. You gotta rock. Beard, stop. I don't want
that's
Beard. If you put on a couple more zeros at the end, that'd be fine.
We'll
so where does that go, Eric? Is that your account?
It goes into.
Hold on, I want to take a picture of this.
It goes into like our AdSense here.
We got our first. Everyone looking at Eric and I basically just popped our cherries. We just got a donation. That's
Beard,
amazing.
I mean, that's unbelievable.
Beard, you're unbelievable, dude.
We'll buy you something, Beard. Thank you.
Beard, we're gonna go to Vegas together, man. Craps game on us.
$5 on red.
Chris Giovingo said that's something to do live so we can watch. I don't know what that.
I think drinking around the world, and Jen is totally razzing on you right now.
You're gonna. I'm trying to pull a Tommy boy here. You're gonna take one sip and start coughing. When Jen first came to our family, she thought she could eat like an Oaken, and we went to El Fornia in MGM Grand, right? I think we were going to see Billy Joel that night, and Eric and I were eating like reckless.
Like our stomachs are steel traps. Like whatever goes in doesn't come out.
That picture of you and I with my fatty liver and your body from shoulder to toes. That picture, like Eric and I could put away a veal parmesan pizza,
ravioli with cream sauce.
No sweat.
No problem.
Chicken parm. Didn't drink. We didn't drink. But we drank water. And Jen tried to eat like Eric and I. And you know what happened? We got back to the house because we had houses there when we were, living there. And Jen didn't even make it to the house.
She peeked in the hallway.
That was
Yeah.
that was really funny. You better go early, as we know how late Eric stays up. I'm telling you, we got
who is this?
that was Steve Thomason, and Steve can say whatever the hell he wants.
Steve, you're 100% right. I have bedtime.
Bob Levine says
by my
Bob
bedtime.
Levine said 70% that goes to YouTube. So do we just give away $2.90?
I'm not 100% sure how it works.
I just can't believe someone donated to us.
I mean, it's completely unnecessary, but that's
add more zeros next time. Chaz,
I mean,
this is
why
donate to our channel, bro.
He doesn't watch us on YouTube. He only watches us on Facebook because it's free. Like YouTubers make a living doing donations. That's why you see them doing lives all the time.
Huh. We're really struggling during COVID. And life is bad, and our children don't have shoes. I don't even know how to bank. I don't even know how to bank.
Like, you know, when they have a lot of, like, if they have a really big stream and you have 200 or 300 people watching the stream, people will donate money to get their question answered.
No.
And it'll kind of pop up brighter.
So we keep 70% of that.
Yep.
Man, YouTube gets a 30% VIG.
There's a reason why Google is, you know, worth billions.
Wow.
And us schmuckos decided to go into the limousine business.
Chaz, where's that donate button, bro? Get on YouTube.
He's quiet now.
Chaz now, forget it. Chaz would never donate a penny to us.
For only 5 cents a day, you can save an Oaken. Yeah. Thanks, Mark.
We look emaciated, Eric. Look like those dogs in the commercials. For only 5 cents a day. You see the dogs living on the streets. Kim Cat says, "Hey y'all, Tommy Fisher's loving this. I just keep getting likes on my Tommy, we have to say happy birthday to you, bro. YouTubers use Patreon site for donations as Google eats up those donations on the YouTube site.
Yeah, on Patreon, you can have like another channel, and people can basically subscribe to you. And you know, Michael, guys, I have an idea. I know what we have to do. We're going to do an Oaken Bros OnlyFans.
What is Is that Playboy?
Yeah, it's basically Playboy? It's basically, you know, you show your tushy, and people can subscribe for $1 a month, $2.99 a month.
People are not going to want
$9.99 a month.
They're not going to want to see my coconut ass. I can guarantee you that.
Well, you never know.
My hairy coconut ass.
But no, like you have people who have an OnlyFans, like Vegan Gains. He has an OnlyFans, and he does like erotic shit with his wife on there.
Sharon, are you listening to this?
Jen?
Tommy says OnlyFans. LOL. Yes. Hold on. Let me lift the shirt and you know.
Listen, yes, for only $9.99 a month, Michael and I will.
Two fat schmucks from Long Island. I wouldn't even know what to post.
Stretch marks and all.
Tommy says some women make $1,000 a day on that.
Yeah. No, I saw on TikTok this dude, this young kid. He must have been like 19 years old, and he was showing his screenshot of how much he was making for.
Josh just said, I just threw up in my mouth.
Yeah, Beard. What are you doing?
Oh,
he donated another Beard.
Either Beard added 5 more zeros to that. Or,
No, completely unnecessary.
Everyone's dying on my fucking screen right now.
You do not have to do that. But yeah, no, we should do.
Eric Sharon says, "I hear you. That's not a no for OnlyFans."
Well, here's what we have to do. Let's pimp our wives out on OnlyFans.
Can we blur out their faces?
Jen? We can just take pictures of their bodies. No one will know.
But what if my username is michael.oaken on OnlyFans?
And we link it to their Facebook account.
Look at this OnlyFans that just came out.
Beard,
we love you, brother. Thank you for that $10. That is going to our children's college fund. Thank you. A million times over.
Beard, that's unbelievable. Thank you, bro.
Yes, really appreciate you, brother. And yes, Vegas is on us, man.
We're gonna have some fun there.
Get you some drunk. Beard, how tall are you? You look like you're like 6'4", 6'5".
You can most likely eat and drink us under the table.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, I don't want to compete. I'm gonna drink with Beard. No,
he's gotta go.
Tommy just has got the green light. Suburban.
Jen's yelling at the Beard.
Suburban Beard. Yeah, it looks like we got the green light from the wives for OnlyFans.
I
I know
like it.
Chaz would be our first subscriber.
$100 a month for Chaz.
No, $100 a day. You
$100
kidding
a
me?
day for Chaz.
Chaz would send us videos of us. Look at these two idiots, smashing their asses together.
Yeah, no, listen, there's a will, there's a way. And you can make a living doing anything. How do you that?
I have respect for all those people. If they're really doing that and they're pimping their bodies out and everything, and if that's paying the bills, God bless them. I have absolutely no qualms about
When I
that.
say helicopter, what does that mean to you? The question is, Mark, would people pay for it?
An Oaken Bros helicopter. We're gonna create merch. We're definitely gonna create merch, and we got to do like an Oaken Bros helicopter. Like what was that amazing movie?
Like this.
Hold on. What was that? Not Borat. What was that other Sacha Baron Cohen movie?
Where like one of those thongs that just cover your nuts.
Bruno.
Yeah.
And they're in the Sharon says Chaz can't watch. We're gonna ban Chaz from the Oaken Bros OnlyFans account.
He's gonna be so depressed.
He's gonna like log into Holly's account to try and get
Chaz, I'm gonna grow my mustache like extra big just for you.
He's gonna twirl it into a helicopter.
That would be a sight for sore eyes.
Man, that's some funny shit.
But yeah, no, I mean, I dream of having 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and then having
you're gonna say 1 million subscribers on OnlyFans.
No, having 1 million subs on YouTube, and then opening up like a Patreon account where we can do like other like exclusive type content and stuff. It's certainly the world is your oyster. Got to have good content.
Listen to this. Hold on a second. So Tommy says Oaken Bros models on OnlyFans. Oaken Bros keep 70%. Jesse says I'm putting an ad out on Craigslist to do OnlyFans in my limo on weekdays. That's a great idea. William says wear the thong backwards and split the sack. Oaken Bros dirty Sanchez.
This is an X-rated.
You're officially known, William. It's no longer William Sanchez. You are Dirty Sanchez. Okay.
For those of you who do not know what a Dirty Sanchez is, I suggest you Google it. Go Google Dirty Sanchez. Record yourself. I want to see what your reaction is. If you don't know what a Dirty Sanchez is,
Tommy's LMAO. Oh man, this is a funny. I'm up to like 20 people on my feed.
We got a lot of action tonight.
I didn't think I guess now the Capitol's all safe and secure. People are back on with us.
Oh, Oaken Bros versus Bang Bros.
We would outbang all those Bang Bros.
I don't know about that.
Not even close.
What's up, Jonathan? Jonathan, this is the
X-rated Wednesday night version.
Yeah, we're talking about OnlyFans. It's crazy stuff.
Yeah, we're considering a Twitch stream and an OnlyFans stream.
You know what? I keep forgetting to set up the Twitch stream. Say Twitch stream 10 times fast.
No,
you can't,
because I won't be able to. Do you think people would come out to us if we did an Oaken Bros live in Vegas?
Well, I think if we surrounded around an event,
yeah,
that would be like half the battle.
The Bang Bus versus the Oaken Bus. And Sandy said, this is without alcohol. Google 2 girls, 1 cup while you're at it.
Yeah, no, been there, done that.
You
should Google 2 bros, 1 cup.
Jesse says, look up one-eyed dolphin on Urban Dictionary. Some great shit.
Switching gears here. Any interesting dreams this week, Michael, regarding the inauguration next week or anything else?
I haven't had anything of that, but I did have a dream that the person that I'm going to be working with, and I'm going to be announcing it pretty soon, if I'm allowed to. I have to get permission first from my attorney in LA. But I did have a dream that I saw a screenplay being written, and it had my name on it based on the novel by. And 2 days later, this week, it's a done deal. Monsterland is going to be turned into a screenplay, and they're giving the screenwriter 3 months to complete it, 1 month to read and give notes, and then another month and a half to rewrite it. So by this June, everyone, mark it down in your calendars. By this June, what did I say in the Age of Aquarius stream?
Mm-hmm.
This June, I swear to God, we should rewind that. This June, I'm going to be holding up a screenplay from my book Monsterland. Whether a studio buys it or not, I don't know. But there's a screenplay being written for my book.
This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted to talk about. We interviewed Peter Panagore today.
Bro,
Michael and I, that was the least amount of talking we've ever done in a show because we were so consumed by what this man had to say. He's had 2 near-death experiences, and the way I'm not going to do it justice, and I don't want to ruin it, but if you want to know more, search Peter Panagore on YouTube. He has written books, and it was phenomenal. It was
Peter
amazing.
Panagore wrote a book called Heaven is Beautiful, and Eric and I are obsessed with near-death experiences and heaven and all that stuff and knowing what it's like, spirituality and all that stuff. He said, I was reading, normally we'll have conversations on our podcast. And
We
like
were just sitting there and
Eric
watching.
and I were fucking dumbfounded. We were dumbfounded. This man spoke for 30 minutes. He even stopped in the middle. He goes, do you guys have any questions?
We're like, no, keep going, keep going.
What else did this God
that was
creature
at the
say?
27-minute mark. Yeah.
That was
He
one of the
stripped everything away. I don't want to ruin the interview because it was so good, but he basically just stripped everything away, and all your preconceived notions regarding law of attraction, mysticism, everything that we basically speak about. He condensed it all into one category, and it's just about having compassion, and it's about having love. And the more you have that, everything else just falls into place. Really, it was such a phenomenal interview.
I'm gonna botch it the way he spoke, but he said it's no thing over there. It's nothing. It's pure love and light and energy. It's nothing. Nothing. Here is something. This computer screen is something. This phone is something.
He blew my mind. He's like, because when you die, he's like, there is no brain. You do not have eyes,
no lips,
nothing. It's the absence of everything that you know. And I don't want to do it anymore. But if you guys want to look up what he is all about, super interesting guy, and he made me feel so good. And I hope that we can give other viewers who are going to watch that interview some type of peace.
Closure, peace, clarity. Keisha says, when are you going to air the interview? That's in 4 weeks, right?
February. Hold on.
Yeah, that Peter Panagore interview was in
February 11th.
All right, so February 11th, Peter Panagore.
We have a lot of that stuff coming up on
Wheat Bellies tomorrow.
Yeah, Wheat Belly is being released tomorrow, which was a great interview. The following week is Shaman Oaks. He does energy healing, also an amazing interview. He actually introduced us to Peter. And then
hold on, the book is right here. I'm jumping off air for 2 seconds. Hold on.
Sure. Yeah, and then after Shaman Oaks, we have Justin Sledge, who has a channel on YouTube called Esoterica, another really informative show.
Tommy, hold on. I got a question on mine. Tommy Fisher, Heaven is Beautiful by Peter Panagore. Okay, I'm putting this right up to the screen. If you're into spirituality, I kind of want to read an excerpt. Do you want me to, Eric, or no? I mean, like he said, on the other side, there are no things. No thing exists there. No time, no things, nothing, no thing. He said, everything is happening at once. He said, there's no limit. This is what Oaken Bros is all about. This is what it's all about.
The discovery that the spiritual journey that we went on creating the show, and how it just morphed into who we're interviewing. It has enlightened us so much. It feels so good. And interviewing him felt especially good.
And we're brothers with this guy now. He's going to come to New York. We're going to go out for dinner. Like I hooked him up with my attorney. Like, we are so embedded with this guy. And he said, he's like, I don't want to be here. He's like, I have a wife and kids. He's like, but I'm not attached to anything here. He said, over there, everything is all about the light. It's all about the love and the light. There's
love. Yeah. It's happiness.
Oh my God. Yes. And Tommy said it's limitless. I don't know if there's an audible version, but Heaven is Beautiful by Peter Panagore. He said, I said in the thing, I'm like, do you become superhuman? He said, yes, but you are superhuman.
Yeah, but any type of preconceived notion, because like he said that he was being called. I'm like, they knew were you being called by Peter? And he says, no. And he's like, but I can't even describe what my name was because it's not a construct of human language. it's energy. Everything is just energy over there, and everything that is over here, it's just the complete opposite over there. It's all energy based.
Listen to this. Listen to this. On the other side, there is no time. Time does not exist. Time exists here. Time moves forward here, and we could look back in history and think about time. Time is entwined in nature, in the physics of the three-dimensional world. In time, there is a sequence of events. Here, one thing happens, and then the next thing happens, and then the next. On the other side, time does not exist. Nothing happens in sequence. Nothing happens in sequence. There's the past, the present, and the future. And I want to tell you something.
What?
I went to a medium once, right when Dad passed. And this medium said, your father's saying he's like Doc Brown in Back to the Future. And that was like, he took me to see Back to the Future. Like that was a movie we shared. Like right. I shared it with my children. But but he said he's Doc Brown. And I said, that's incredible. She goes, he's everywhere. He's manipulating time because there's no limit there. He could be anywhere all at once because you don't have a brain stopping you. Peter Panagore, again, everyone, Heaven is Beautiful. He was on the podcast today. Heaven is Beautiful by Peter Panagore.
Yep. And
one of the greatest.
We're going to be interviewing more people that have had NTEs. Just really, really super interesting. Michael, do you know Linda Howe? That name sounds really familiar.
No.
But we would love to. We'll write it down.
I think I have one of her books about the Akashic Records. I got to dive more into that. I have like 3 or 4 books on the Akashic Records, but I haven't had a minute to read. I've been dealing with Monsterland. I've been rewriting Monsterland 2 and 3, and yeah, we got a screenwriter attached. So that's the fun part. That was the dream. 100%. Wrote it down, and that's the dream. So. And the screenwriter is gonna. I even asked him. I said to him, like, "How do you write? Do you plot, or are you a pantser?" He goes, "Your book is gonna get destroyed." He said, "I am going to highlight every single line and just pick it apart." He says he takes extensive notes and everything.
Very cool.
Bob Levine says he's going schluffy. I still say that to my daughter.
We're getting there, Bob.
I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. I did not sleep well last night.
She wrote How to Read the Akashic Records.
Again. Don't know about that stuff. Definitely want to learn. Definitely want to learn. I'll ask her if she wants to be on the podcast. Sure. If she's got an Amazon page, I'll definitely reach out. But yeah, no, it's been that Peter Panagore interview today was it was uplifting and mind blowing. You can't believe what the experience was like with this guy. He says it was indescribable.
Yep.
And he died. He died from hypothermia.
Let's let them watch the interview.
Fine.
Let them watch the interview. I don't want to reveal too much about it.
No, I hear you. We also have Dr. Eben Alexander coming on the show. I think that's next week. Tomorrow we have Corin Grillo. Corin Grillo is an author, and she talks about archangels and spirituality with angels. So we're going to interview her tomorrow.
Let's talk about OnlyFans.
Tommy Fisher says GABA and theanine for better sleep. If I pronounced that right, theanine.
You know, I have not been sleeping well. I slept good last night. The nights before that, I haven't been sleeping well. It's because I've been watching The People versus O.J. Simpson.
Greatest show. And
I've been so like into it, and I've been watching 2 episodes a night, and it wires me the heck up. So I took a break.
I'm rewatching all of Cobra Kai with Sharon and the kids. Every night we do about 5 episodes because they're about 30-40 minutes each. And definitely hypes me up. Definitely Cobra Kai is just
there's a few shows that I want to watch. I want to watch WandaVision on Disney Plus. I want to finish The People versus OJ Simpson.
What are you up to?
I know what happens at the end. I don't even know. And then I want to watch that Netflix series. I think it's called Life After Death. Have you seen that?
Oh, what's that about?
Yeah. Let me look it up.
It's about near-death experiences?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Tommy Fisher's been watching Who's the Boss season 1. Man, talk about nostalgia. Tony Danza, Alyssa Milano, Catherine Helford.
Yeah. Life After Death, the Netflix series attempts to unravel one of humanity's greatest mysteries. But this person's saying but fails. But yeah, no, it's called Life After Death.
Really? Are they trying to debunk it?
I don't know if they try and debunk it. I don't know anything about it, but it's a show on there.
Yeah, no. Who's the Boss was a great show. What were your favorite 80s shows growing up?
80s and 90s.
80s and 90s. Oak and Roseanne. I remember Wednesday nights and Thursday. Thursday night was Home Improvement and Seinfeld. And what I would do is I would
Friday
watch
was Full House.
Friday. Well, that was early. That was 80s. It was Full House and Family Matters. One Day at a Time. What was that show? Wonder Years. It was on Wednesday nights.
Yes. I wonder if that would hold up at all.
Wonder Years?
I'm sure watching it now would just be like falling asleep so boring.
Tommy Fisher says Family Ties #1. Oh, I'm getting a lot of feed on this. Jesse says Knight Rider, Airwolf. Yeah, those are some good 80s shows. Jesse says OJ is good. I found my OJ Simpson slammers from the Pogs game from the early 90s. Wow. I went to the crime scene. I went there when it was going on.
Knight Rider, Magnum MacGyver.
Hell yeah.
He-Man. I remember watching He-Man on Saturday morning.
After kindergarten, we would watch He-Man. Inspector
Probably
Gadget.
my all-time favorite cartoon TV show would have to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
That was my thing. I wanted to be Michelangelo in the worst way.
You are Michelangelo. You ate pizza and you play with nunchucks.
I actually brought nunchucks to school. Could you imagine? We did the premiere for the movie Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles back in the day. Yeah, and we went to it, and they handed all the kids nunchucks. All right, so they came with foam padding on them, but you could take the foam off, and then it would just be these hard plastic nunchucks. And I actually brought them to school. Could you imagine?
That would never fly today.
If somebody would bring nunchucks to school today, they'd be expelled.
Michael Short says Cheers. Love Cheers. Sharon, 90210 and Golden Girls. Excellent. I used to watch 90210.
Was X-Men a TV show?
X-Men? Well, it was more of a comic. I know there was like a Super Mario Brothers show. Who remembers Saturday Supercade? Is any 80s babies out there remember Saturday Supercade? It was a short-lived show, and it was about Frogger and like Burger Time, and it was all these like old ColecoVision games.
Go Ninja Go.
Go Ninja Go.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's from Go Ninja, Go Ninja.
Sharon was Sharon said she was all about Donatello. Sharon loved Donatello.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't remember that.
What channel was it on?
I don't know. Tommy said to Sharon, I've seen every episode like 3 times. You remember Dude Ranch? You remember Dude Ranch? Nickelodeon?
I love Dude Ranch.
You remember Dude Ranch? That was a great show. The head of the Batman the Animated Series was awesome.
I used to watch that.
That was very cool.
Yeah, no, I don't remember.
I don't remember. Yeah, and I was a huge X-Men fan.
Yeah, I don't know what channel it was on.
Uncanny X-Men. I have every Uncanny X-Men comic. I just gave it to my kids, and they're like, "What the fuck is this?" I said, "These are my comics," and they go, "Oh, what are comics?"
Yeah, no, I was big Nickelodeon. I was really into Nickelodeon and Dude Ranch.
Yo,
what was the other show? Doug. Absolutely loved the show Doug. Rugrats.
Yeah, well, Animaniacs was pretty good.
Yeah, that song used to get stuck in my head, and it would keep me up at night.
They brought it back.
Did they really?
They brought it back.
Loved Animaniacs.
Hey Dude. What was that show? Giovingo says, "Hey Dude." That was a great show. It was on a Dude Ranch.
My god, yes, Jonathan, the real Ghostbusters.
That wasn't a great show.
I loved it. I remember watching that on the big screen TV that was weighed like 600 pounds. Yeah, no, Cops.
Our dad was obsessed with Cops.
He watched Cops till the day he died. I don't know. It was still on air.
No.
And on TV.
Giovingo says the G.I. Joe cartoon. Yo, I'm gonna upsell everyone right now. I'm gonna outdo everyone. Looney Tunes. Okay.
Yeah.
Wile E. Coyote, Bugs, Elmer Fudd, Daffy Duck, Sylvester. Those are, Looney Tunes.
My favorite was Taz.
Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner were my two favorites.
Taz, I wanted to be Taz. I just loved everything about him. When I was 6 years old and Taz was on screen and he'd run around like a tornado. Exactly.
Giovingo says, "Hey Arnold."
Yes. Yeah. Absolute classic.
Those cartoons from the 80s and 90s, you can't do that today.
X-Men was on Fox. How do you like that?
I gotta research that. I don't remember that. My kids were obsessed. The only show, Sharon says Bugs Bunny all the way.
Yes.
Doug and
yeah. Beep beep.
Yep. Roadrunner, that was my jam.
Beavis and
Butthead.
Beavis and Butthead was so ahead of its time.
We used to watch that. But you remember? I mean, I can't even say The Simpsons because it's technically still on air.
Yeah.
You know.
Have you seen the Looney Tunes show yet? Worth it, even as they only had 2 seasons. I've watched every single. There's a new Looney Tunes.
There's a brand new Looney Tunes. Yeah. No.
Oh.
I once tried. You want to laugh? Sharon and I, when Alex was like 3 years old, were like, Alex, you got to watch Looney Tunes. And this is when like Alex was into like Transformers or something. So we put on Looney Tunes. He was done after 3 minutes. He's like, this is boring. Giovingo says Animaniacs. We definitely said that. Marvin the Martian, Michael Short says, was the best. Transformers cartoon. I loved Transformers.
Yep.
I loved Transformers. It was such a great show.
Yeah. No, if I had to pick one, so Michael, pick one, your ultimate favorite show growing
80s,
up on
90s?
TV.
Favorite show.
From 0 to 10. Like, what was you're 9 years old and you're watching TV. What is your favorite show that you've ever watched?
Double Dare. Double Dare. I was obsessed with Double Dare. I thought it was and my kids watched it too. That was a show that came to my head just right now. Yeah. Like Double Dare, Thundercats, Raj, welcome to the fucking conversation. Raj is my 80s counterpart. Raj and I grew up together. Love this guy.
Yeah.
Like, Raj will come out with some good 80s shit. Voltron was good too.
Unequivocally, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for me. And oddly enough, in college, for my short stint in college, my guidance counselor's brother was Kevin Clash, the creator of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Turtles was amazing. What about sitcoms though? Mine was Home Improvement. I'm with you on that. I loved every episode of Home Improvement. And I remember when I stopped watching it, I just became a teenager, right? And we started playing Mortal Kombat. We just never went back. G.I. Joe.
Gosh, yes, Legend
of the Hidden Temple.
Yep.
I didn't used to watch that, but my kids watched that. They rebooted Legend of the Hidden Temple. My kids, the only show that they probably would ever remember is SpongeBob. They watch SpongeBob SquarePants more than anything. Now everything's on YouTube.
My kids, they watch Disney Channel a decent amount, but that's probably the only TV that they watch. Other than that, they will just watch YouTube and TikTok.
Right. Giovingo says Saved by the Bell was his. Yeah,
yep.
Saved by the Bell.
That was good.
Voltron was amazing.
Certainly is so different now, isn't it? Like I think like The Office, which I haven't watched, which I'm going to, but I'm just saying like The Office was kind of like the crescendo of that type of television, right? And I think we're just pushed into streaming now so much. I don't think that there's ever going to be shows like that ever again, where you watch every day at 4:00 or you watch every day at 8 or 9 o'clock, just because now you can go and binge every single show. So just the romanticism of going and catching a show or getting home on time to go and watch your favorite TV show is completely gone.
Mm-hmm. I believe that.
It's completely gone.
I also don't like the agenda that's being pushed. When Home Improvement was on, it was all about family values. It was all when Family Matters was on, when Full House was on, it was all about family values. And even if you didn't have a mother, it doesn't matter. You're still loved by your dad and your Uncle Jesse and Uncle Dave. But like now, this agenda that they're promoting and pushing, it's not fun. I don't know really of any sitcoms. I know Roseanne pissed someone off because she said something about Trump and they threw her off the air, and now it's the Connors. Like I've never watched 2 seconds.
But we're old fashioned and old school. I probably our kids are just rolling their eyes right now, be like, just get over it. What we watch is great too. And you have people that would only listen to shows on the radio, or only have 3 channels on TV, watching I Love Lucy, and now it's amazing how it changes. I would have never have thunk that this is what TV would have turned into.
I missed the
streaming of seeing something once a week. I would have never thunk that that's how it would have morphed.
Giovingo says the TGIF lineup on Friday nights. Was the jam. It was Full House, Family Matters.
Seinfeld was on Thursday nights.
Right. I loved watching shows on MTV when I was in my early teens. 11,
Jersey Shore.
No. I mean,
Jersey Shore was amazing.
Remote Control.
Yeah.
You remember Remote Control with Colin Quinn and Ken Oberman?
Yeah.
Right? Like Remote Control was an amazing television show. You can't do that on television.
Yep.
with you would say I don't know, and you would get slimed.
Yep.
That show was like I still think about that show.
Yep.
And the skits that they do. Also, I don't even want to go down this rabbit hole. We're going to be on for another hour. SNL. I watched SNL recently. It wasn't good. This Pete Davidson.
You're not the target audience of that anymore. You were, but if you're not keeping up on current trends, it's new comedy. You know, they're attacking, you know, the younger millennials and, you know, and Gen Z and that type of
bro.
people.
I have my hand on the pulse of
No,
culture.
no, you don't. You're a fucking old man, bro.
Hang on 1 second. Hang on. Nobody beats Chris Farley and Adam Sandler. No one. I don't care. You could put up Pete Davidson or that Mulaney guy.
I agree with you, but you know, Michael, the
Nobody.
people 20 years older than you are going to say the same thing about Chevy Chase and Eddie Murphy and Jim Belushi.
But you know what? They're right. I have a lot of shit on mine. Hold on. Chris said the Wonder Years. 100% agreed. Tommy says today's agenda is odd, and I agree with you. I don't like what they're doing with the shows.
Hold on 1 second. Mad TV was great.
That was an
Mad
amazing
TV
show.
was amazing. Have you guys seen that movie about that was National Lampoon? They had to make a movie about Mad Magazine.
Yeah, they
or
do.
a TV show. That is like untapped. I want to know that story about Mad TV.
That was what was that show? What was that movie called on Netflix?
I forget.
It's a stupid
It's
name.
the story. It's the story of the guy who created National Lampoon.
Sharon said Friends. Friends was just a perfect show.
Hold on, I got one here. In living
Oh
color.
my god,
brilliant! Fire. What was that? What was Jim Carrey's character? The guy,
Fireman Bill or something. You know, I still talk like those people. Like I still say like, hated it.
Chris Farley, probably more than any one person, shaped me into who I am.
100%.
His mannerisms, his jokes. He was so amazing.
Chris Farley, Fresh Prince, yes.
Jesus,
Monday night, Fresh Prince. Love the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I think they're rebooting that or something like that. I don't know. Carlton's Dance.
You can do what you want to do and
live in color. Those time that early 90s. Fire Marshal Bill, I was right. Yeah. That early period in the early 90s was near flawless.
But it's gone.
I know. And I'm not stuck there. I'm not stuck, but like
I'm not stuck there either. But it was so nice. But it's gone, and there's just something missing about streaming. It's fine. I enjoy it. I love that I can watch things on demand. It's just missing something. Like I love that I was only able to watch one Mandalorian show. I thought that was great. They released it on 100%. Fridays, and I was, you know, I sat down, my kids went to sleep, and I went to go and watch it, and that was so great. There's just something not romantic about being able to stream whatever you want, whenever you want.
I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. Does everyone out there agree with Eric, or do they disagree? Come up with your own opinions and everything. Streaming to me, I mean, it's great. I watched 8 years of Game of Thrones in 3 months.
Yeah.
But like
I must say, probably I kind of regret not watching Game of Thrones from the beginning.
Live, right?
Like I could only imagine what that was like. Just, you know, it was probably every Sunday night, like The Sopranos.
Right.
You know, watching The Sopranos every single week to see what happened. Like it felt like the whole world was in on it with you. And it just feels so disjointed and disconnected right now.
You know, Chris Giovingo came up with something really interesting. I ruined Cobra Kai watching it all too fast.
Yep.
You know what? I buy that. I believe that.
Yep.
Tommy says curb your enthusiasm. I watched a few episodes. I'm not a huge fan of his.
Funny. Larry David is funny.
Chris Giovingo says lost the excitement of waiting and wondering.
Yes.
And yes, that's exactly right. The Eric said the romanticism of waiting for a show and scheduling your time on Sunday night at 8 o'clock. You're going to sit down and you're going to watch this show.
Yep. But you know, like everything else, things change. You know, 80 years ago or 50 years ago, people were waiting by the radio to go and watch, you know, to go and listen to whatever program that they were going to go and listen to. Really is amazing.
Sharon, my wife, says, Eric, you wouldn't have been able to sleep all week though.
I'd be fine. I always had issues with that.
Michael Short has a real Band of Brothers.
Band of Brothers was great. HBO.
No, what was those shows that you were obsessed with? Oz? What did you watch?
Yeah, Oz. Yes.
Yes.
That Susan show.
Yeah.
Great. Sharon, talk about staying up late at night. I would say, and this was like, I was going unchecked at this point in my life. It was like between the ages of like 15 and I would say like 14 and 17, where like my parents were busy. I was a big boy. I would sit and watch that show till 2 or 3 in the morning and not sleep because I'd be so into watching that show Oz. That was an amazing, amazing show.
I wanted to watch Deadwood, and I never got around to it.
I've never watched The Wire.
I heard it was amazing. Steve Thompson says Schitt's Creek is great. The new stuff, yay! Kayla, you got to go to bed, honey. Kayla's favorite TV show is SpongeBob, but I really don't watch it anymore because Kayla only watches YouTube. In the morning when she wakes up, she'll watch a little SpongeBob.
And your son,
Keisha says Oz was insane.
are you watching Cobra Kai tonight, Michael?
Sure, Alex. Sure. You know, it's just
Don't
a
you have
school.
school tomorrow?
They have school. It doesn't matter. Let them. Sure, we can watch Cobra Kai. My kids are obsessed with Cobra Kai. Keisha said Oz was insane. Loved it.
Yeah, Jonathan, you're right. Reminds me of how the music industry completely changed with streaming music and everyone slowly leaving FM radio.
You know what I just threw away? I just had all these CDs that it was Eric's CDs. And Eric, my CDs are in autobiographical order. Okay.
Right.
If anyone has seen High Fidelity with John Cusack, one of my favorite movies, that was actually on today.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
I made my CDs in autobiographical order. So I knew on this day I was watching I was listening to 311, and then I went into the Red Hot Chili Peppers, the month or two after that. Eric had like a stack of CDs that was in my house, and I threw them away. I asked him, does he want it? The idea that you can go to the wall. Does everyone remember the wall where they put that fucking sticker on the CD? You go to the wall and you buy a CD, and even if there's Tower Records, you go to the store. I loved music shopping. I would go to Tower Records with my friends, and we would go CD shopping, and I loved collecting CDs. They were great, and like it's all gone now.
Like Michael, we would always make fun of our parents and their generation romanticizing things that they would do when they were younger.
We're there. We're here. We're doing it. We're doing it. I am
live on air.
I am a mixtape master. I have made mixtapes since I would say 11 years old. I still make mixtapes, and it's for every season. Every 3 months, I make a new mix. For forever. I have a marriage mix. I have the mix when my child was first born, and I have a mix when we get a new account. I have a mix when my father passed away. I have a mix for everything, and obviously it's all on my phone now. But I miss sitting in my room and like taking a CD and burning the CD onto another CD. I remember I used to make it on tapes. I have a shoebox in my basement where I live now of tapes of like
that's just so long gone.
Spring 1994.
Yeah.
Deadwood. I heard Deadwood.
I've never watched it. I've never watched Deadwood.
Yeah. I'm a huge Timothy Olyphant fan.
Yeah, we spoke about this a little bit earlier, Jonathan, but my all-time favorite concert was 311 at GameWorks. We stooped the doorman with the bouncer to get in, and we got in for free, and it was like 100 people, 200 people in the concert. That was my favorite concert of all time. That
was an incredible concert. I have a tie for two. I have a tie for three concerts. This is a hard one. My first concert, Sharon and I went to see Ozzy Osbourne at Mandalay Bay. It was about 9 years ago. One of the most incredible shows I've ever seen in my life. Ozzy was probably 65 years old. I couldn't do what this man was doing. Unbelievable show. The songs were amazing. Ozzy at Mandalay Bay, number one. Number two, Eric, Sharon, Jen, and me. Jen, Sharon, and me went to see Tool at the Pearl at the Palms at in Vegas. And Sharon was pregnant with Alex. She was maybe 2 months pregnant with Alex. And the speakers were the size of fucking Mack trucks on the stage. And Eric and I were and I mean, I still am obsessed with Tool. And when they came out with 46 and 2 and they're going doom, 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 the bass was like shaking your brain. Right, the bass was nuts,
and we were terrified that something was going to happen to Michael's unborn baby, Sharon's unborn.
I was
baby.
afraid the kid was going to become like his brain was doing something wrong. So we stayed for 3 or 4 songs, but it was unbelievable. And then I mean, any Billy Joel concert, yes.
You know what's amazing? Thinking about burning CDs. you were able to burn like 12 songs onto one CD. And then they would come out with like CDs that you can burn 24 songs onto. And now you literally have every single song in your pocket.
My friend told me that. This kid, Mitch, that I'm friends with, he told me back in like 98, 99, he's like, they're going to come out with a device that's going to carry 1,000 songs on it. And I thought he was fucking nuts.
Napster. Napster started it all. Napster started, and Napster is
I love
Netflix. Napster is Netflix's grandfather.
Yes. That's amazing. That's a great statement, Eric.
Thank you.
That's a great statement.
Napster is Netflix's grandfather. It is just what it created, what it ushered in. Truly amazing. Have you guys seen the movie The Social Network? Social Network is probably one of my top 5 favorite movies of all time. That movie, the way it flows and the way that it moves, just unbelievable. And that just reminds me because Justin Timberlake's character was the creator of Napster in it. Unbelievable.
Jesse says Napster was legit. I spent days on Napster, not hours, days on Napster, burning. I remember when the Korn album dropped and I downloaded it on Napster, or the new System of a Down album dropped. I downloaded it. That's when 50 Cent was big. And I remember downloading 50 Cent on Napster. You could find me in the club, bottle full of bub.
That's my ringtone.
Was it really?
College.
Was it really? I didn't know you liked it.
Don't
remember that. You hated rap though. You were never into rap.
I like that song.
Favorite rappers, everyone in Oaken Bros land. Favorite rappers out there.
Not my thing.
Eminem.
Yeah.
No, Beastie Boy. You loved Eminem. We used to listen to Eminem all the time.
I wasn't a super fan. Listen, I had to stick to my thing, punk ska. You know,
I don't think there's anyone out there. I would like to know. I would like someone to put up comments right now, because we're going to be wrapping it up in a few minutes. Does anyone out there know 3 punk ska bands? And don't say like the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. Okay?
Well, I mean, it's a punk ska band, but fine. You know, I mean, that defined my teenage years. And I still find.
Go ahead, Eric. Top 3 favorite punk bands.
Less Than Jake.
Definitely.
Real Big Fish.
Definitely.
I was a bit into emo.
Yes, you were. I don't know what you.
I was a bit into emo.
My Chemical.
The Get Up Kids, My Chemical Romance.
What was that stupid band? I hated them. Perfect Teeth.
Motion City soundtrack. Motion City. They're deep lyrics. If anybody is wants to go to their room and have a good cry, go listen to Motion City soundtrack.
You see, I just got out of I never got into the emo thing. You know.
Yeah.
If I could find you now. Ocean City, what were they called? I don't even remember.
That song was called Ocean Avenue. There's a place on Ocean Avenue. I was sitting thinking.
Michael Short said he saw the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones in a bar in Reno before they were big.
Wow.
I saw Limp Bizkit. Okay. I saw Limp Bizkit on Randall's Island.
Favorite starfish.
They were singing on this tiny little stage. No one was there. It was me and a group of friends from college. And like Sugar Ray was on the main stage and the Deftones were on the main stage. By the way, I'm a massive Deftones fan. And this little band in 1997 came on the stage and they busted out Faith, George Michael's Faith. And I said, this is going to be the next big thing. And lo and behold, I went and I bought their CD, $3 bill y'all, or $2 bill y'all. I don't remember. I think it was $3 bill y'all. And Limp Bizkit became the next big thing. But I tend to do that. I tend to see a band and go, they're going to be huge. I should have been a music scout. Jesse says emo is full throttle. The first concert I ever saw for real with my friends in college was the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. It was on November 1st, 1996.
I will say the most depressing concert I've ever been to was Two Skinny Jays. They came to CW Post. I don't think you were even there. And they came and performed, and I was there with 2 of my friends from college, and there were like 20 people in the audience, and you could just see the guys from Two Skinny Jays just dying on stage.
Yeah,
they were miserable and they were absolutely dead inside. And they have a song called Barbecue, and everyone's like, play Barbecue, and he's like, there's 20 people here, we're not fucking playing Barbecue. And they pretty much just stormed off the stage. They were miserable about themselves.
They broke up right after that. And yeah, I got to tell you, Shooty's Groove. I don't know if anyone out there would know who I'm talking about. Shooty's Groove was one of my favorite bands of all time. It was 94 to 98. It was just 4 years of Shooty's Groove. And it was like rap, rock, hardcore from the Bronx. It was such good music. And Eric and I would follow them. We would go around the tri-state. We would see them in Brooklyn. We would see them in the Bronx.
Zebrahead
We saw it. But hold on, Shooty's Groove. I went to see them in the Hamptons. Okay. I went to see them in this little dive bar in the Hamptons. And it was big. It wasn't huge, but it was enough room. And it was me, one other person, and like 4 other people in the room. And like you just said, they were dying.
Mm-hmm.
They left. I asked them if they could sign my CD. They signed my CD. 1 month later, they were broken up.
It's horrible.
And they never, Shooty's Groove was gone. And that era was
hard game. And you know what, like wrong place, wrong time, because like I feel like all these bands, Too Skinny Jays, Shooty's Groove, like now with TikTok,
they would have been huge. They would have been huge. There's a stigma to it. They didn't like rap. People started making fun of rap rock, you know?
I think there's still a place for it. That's got to come back.
Michael Short said the bar was so small that we drank with them after the show. I remember seeing the Boss Tones at Roseland like 3 or 4 times. And I went up to Dickie, who's the singer, and I asked him for an autograph, and he didn't even look at me. He took the ticket. He was talking to someone. He went, he signed it, and he gave it back. Didn't even look at me. Yeah. And then like they got huge right after that. The most hardcore concert Eric and I have ever been to. Eric, do you know what I'm about to say? No. Roseland. It was in Roseland. Primus.
Yeah, that was heavy.
I took Eric to see Primus. You were probably 15, 14. And we were next to this guy and he looked like a Viking.
He was taking care of us though.
He was protecting us because I made friends with him. Yeah. Because we went into the pit. And Eric and I loved to mosh. We used to never crowd surf. We were a little too heavy.
That we like to mosh.
I mean,
it wasn't as hardcore back then.
It wasn't, but it was really funny. We saw Primus at Roseland, and when they did those damn blue collar tweakers, and this guy, we could call him Stuart because he just looked like a guy named Stuart. He had this big frizzy hair. My name is Mud.
I play the drums, and
I still play that.
Yeah, I play that that drum song, you know, on the all the time. My kids
play that lefty.
My kids want me to go and play it because I have a drum set in my basement, and we'll go and I'll just go rock out on the drums, and they'll go and do laps, especially when it's cold outside. So we get them to burn off some energy, and I will play Primus songs all day long.
Primus was probably one of the most influential bands in my personal life. I still live. This book exists today, Monsterland, because of Primus. Primus is the most incredible band, and we were next to this guy in Roseland, and Eric and I were up against where the where they do the lights and the sound and everything. It was like right in the center of Roseland, and Eric and I were up next to it, and when Les Claypool, who's the greatest bassist of all time, would play those damn blue collar tweakers, there was a point where he would just drop, go dun 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 dun. So this guy Stuart, and again, his name wasn't Stuart. I don't know who he was. He was 6'5". He
was larger in life for us back then. I'm sure he's a normal dude now.
And Eric and I would just look up at him, and he would go, "Watch this, watch this," and you couldn't hear him, but he was screaming, "Watch this, watch this." And the minute Les Claypool would drop the bass, he would take his forearms and he would push these little skinny nothing muffins into the crowd. These kids their heads would whip back. Do you remember that, Eric?
I remember, yep.
Da-da, boom, boom, boom. You know, Primus was amazing. Hardest concert I ever been to, though, the most hardcore concert I've ever been to in my life, the Beastie Boys at Nassau Coliseum. It was 5,000 white Jewish kids just beating the shit out of each other.
So for me, the moral of the story here is I can't wait to get back to it and go and enjoy life. And we're getting vaccinated, and whatever your belief is on these things, whether you do it or you don't, I just can't wait for life to get back to normal.
That's a great end to the show. Sharon just says, I like belting out Broadway shows. Yes, you do. And she has a lovely voice for it. And Michael Short says, I saw Ministry. Woo, Michael. Ministry in a small venue. The pit was insane. They were literally a chain link fence protecting the band from the crowd. Guys were climbing it and jumping into the pit. Insane. I saw H2O. I don't know if anyone out there remembers H2O. My friends look out for me like family.
What are all those guys up to now? Listen, I'm signing off. Everybody,
Guys,
like,
that was a
subscribe.
great show.
We super appreciate everybody tuning in. The beard is legendary. Made our
Thank
first
you,
$10
Beard.
on super chats on YouTube. Everybody, enjoy
Check out
your
Okie Bros on
evening.
OnlyFans starting tonight. Eric and Jen are gonna.
Woo! And tomorrow, Wheat Belly interview. Very,
Yeah.
very good. Very,
Sharon's,
very good.
hold on. Sharon's favorite concert was Ricky Martin. I had to end the show with that. Everyone like, subscribe, share this video with everyone. Thank you for all tuning in. We appreciate you and we love you all. And rock out, everybody. See you all next week.